Yeah, Joseph, I'm so proud.
Hey, it's Taylor.
Thank you guys for coming. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. If you knew a girl who was a student like us and got pregnant and she was not ready or willing, would you recommend her abortion? Abortion has been a huge issue. In fact, it has been one of the biggest issues that people always argue. Answering the question, if you said yes, we might have lost Steve Jobs. Hi everyone, this is Joseph Kim, majoring in speech communication at Liberty University. Today, I'm going to talk about abortion to advocate the idea that abortion should be illegal. There will be 3 reasons why it should be illegal for babies, for women, and for all human beings. First, abortion should be legal for babies. Can any of you guess how many babies are aborted in America a year? Anybody?
A lot.
1,000?
Close, but okay. Yes. More than 1 million babies are aborted a year in America. After abortion became legal, there have been more than 53 million legal abortions. It's not even including legal abortions, so they're having a lot of abortions. So, wait a minute. Sorry. So let's say this would represent 1 million babies dying a year in America. Following video is about a baby in process of abortion. Let's watch it.
Now the suction tip has not actually touched the child, even though the child is extremely agitated, moving in a violent manner. The child is now moved back to the profile view, and the suction tip is flashing once again across the screen. The child's mouth is now open, and we will see that again on the freeze frame in a moment. But this suction tip, which you can see moving violently back and forth on the bottom of the screen, is the lethal instrument which will ultimately tear apart and destroy the child. It is only after the fluid has been broken, the sag has been disrupted, that the tip will actually come against the child. We can see the tip moving back and forth as the abortionist seeks the child's body. Once again, we see the child's mouth wide open in a silent scream in this particular freeze frame. This is the silent scream of a child threatened imminently with extinction.
According to Dr. Bernard Nathan in the video, only 2 or 3 weeks after conception, a baby has heart beatings with all 4 senses: feel, touch, hear, and taste, and they can move, sense, kick, and even suck on their thumb. So when the suction comes, the baby automatically knows and tries to avoid in order not to be killed. They are moving, they are screaming, but it goes on. The abortionist first tears up his body one by one with the suction, like this, like one by one. Later, when there is only a head of the baby, the abortionist breaks it into half with a metal equipment, and they take it out. More than 1 million babies are killed like this every year. You might think this is too much, but yet this is reality. Therefore, abortion must be stopped for all poor babies who will be torn up and murdered in a terrible way because of abortion. Second, abortion should be legal for women. Following video is about a woman who regrets the decision she made, abortion. Let's watch it. Oh. There we go.
When I woke up after the abortion, I was screaming the place down. I was hysterical. It was like somewhere in my subconscious, the reality of the enormity of what had happened had sunk
According to the book Psychological Outcome of Induced Abortion, within 8 weeks after their abortions, 50% expressed guilt, 44% complained of nervous disorders, 36% has experienced sleep disturbances, and 31% had regrets about their decision. Studies also found out depression, anxiety, substance use, suicidal behavior, self-harm, alcohol dependence, illicit drug dependence, and even suicide in those who had abortions. Besides, physically, some of those who had abortions had to deal with heavy bleeding, nausea, vomiting, and painful urinary contractions. And also, 50 to 137 greater risk of breast cancer and 3 times more chance of sexual disease were found women who who had abortions, according to women organizations. Abortion doesn't kill only babies, but it also kills women at the same time. Therefore, it should be stopped for women who will suffer mentally and physically and regret because of abortion. Third, abortion should be legal for all human beings. Does any of you know when abortion became legal in America?
1950.
1973. It was close. Yes, it was after Roe versus Wade court in 1973. Norma McCorvey, the Jane Roe of Roe versus Wade, insisted that abortion must be legal for women's freedom of choice. The irony is, according to Black Law Dictionary, freedom of choice is defined as right to do what wants to do without harming others. Isn't there something wrong? It doesn't make sense because abortion itself requires harming others in order to get freedom of choice. Besides, Norma McCorvey, the Jane Roe, is now against abortion and dedicated to stopping the law of abortion. I have my last question for you. What do you guys think they have in common? We have Steve Jobs, Nick Twitchett, James, Mother Teresa, Beethoven, Einstein, and yeah. What do you guys think they have in common?
All really smart and have changed our world.
Mm-hmm. They all were not wanted when they were still in their mother's womb.
No way.
Steve Jobs' mother was a student, and she got pregnant. Nick's parents found out he had no arms and legs. James' mother was raped, and all these parents had difficult issues, and they did not want them. Yet, because Steve Jobs was born, we have all Apple stuff that we can have iPhones, iPad, MacBook. Because Nick was born, we have millions of people challenged and changed to overcome their hard situations. Because James was born, we could have more than 1 million people come to Christ through his Christian magazine. Because Mother Teresa, Beethoven, Einstein, and Charlie were born, we have been inspired and impressed. Every person in the world has their own chance and choice, and each of them can inspire and change the world. In fact, every year we are losing more than 1 million choices and chances in the United States. Abortion must be legal for all human beings. In summary, we have talked about why abortions should be illegal for 3 different reasons. For babies who are brutally torn and killed, for women who suffer physically and mentally and regret their decision, and for all human beings who have their own choice and chance. I want to finish this with my story. When I was conceived, when my mother was pregnant, our family situation was really bad. They had no money. They were really poor, and they had some issues going on. They did not choose to abort me. And today, I'm really glad to be here with you guys. If I had been aborted, if any of you had been aborted, we would not be here together today. So again, I'm here to say that abortion must be legal, and I advocate pro-life. Thank you guys.